I'm very pleased to see that this report echoes the high-level panel report from Parliament from 2017, also known as the Motlanthe report, which called for such a law. It also echoes the recent Presidential Advisory Panel on Land Reform and Agriculture, which reported in July this year, which also called for such a law. We are seeing again and again all of the engagements are among lawyers, the best legal minds in the country, civil society organizations, and most importantly, people living in rural areas themselves saying the same things. And now the question becomes, will government listen? So I think that what we have here is a very significant report that helps to draw together a lot of what has come before. I think that what's important is how these recommendations are taken forward. What is our theory of change in society? How can the powerful be made to act in the interests of the powerless? Or how can the state act in a way that actually recalibrates the relations of power between those who hold land and those who occupy it? In my view, there are several important processes underway that should be addressing this report. And the first is the Inter Ministerial Committee on Land Reform, which is being convened by the Deputy President, David Mabuza, and which meets regularly with several cabinet ministers, and their departments are also coordinating. I think it's extremely important that the South African Human Rights Commission takes this report to the Interministerial Committee. The terms of reference of that Interministerial Committee are to respond to the recommendations of the Presidential Advisory Panel report. But I think that if this report can also be incorporated into the terms of reference of the IMC, then that will help to institutionalize the recommendations. And that will also facilitate engagements with, for instance, the Minister of Justice, the Minister of Agriculture, Land Reform and Rural Development, Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs, Minerals and Petroleum Resources, and others.